keep in mind, you know, the Earth is a giant.
Got a boy.
It's water, and if you could pull it all together and put it next
What's
to the
dropping, bro?
entire Earth, this is what it would look like. What's crazy is water. The owner of this watch is able to hear this much.
I see you was at that show, man.
Yeah, man. Go see that nigga Cat Wood.
Go see that nigga Cat Wood.
Yeah, Tony Davis was there. What's the nigga Mark from Saving Hanging with Mr. Cooper? Old nigga Mark. Damn, what the fuck is his last name? I want to say Mark Anthony. Is that his name?
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
You know the show Hanging with Mr. Cooper, though, don't you?
I probably seen it. I ain't really familiar. I heard about it.
It was like some, he was a teacher type shit. It was on some Steve Harvey. They say Steve Harvey stole the show.
He was on the show where Steve Harvey done stole the spotlight.
Nah, Steve Harvey stole the show. Like the concept of Steve Harvey's show came from. Let me just look him up. To you. You know who Tony Davis is, don't you?
Yeah. Said they had them a little line up. Cat Williams.
Mark Curry.
Mark Curry. You gotta look him up, brother. Yeah.
Then there was the one little skinny black girl who I used to be with Cat, older black lady, dark skin. She funny little motherfucker, but I seen her before when she was on tour with Mark Lawrence when I seen him in Kentucky.
Okay. These comedians out here working, boy. These old neighbors. Yeah. You just got rich. Mm. He said, this ain't no skit, he a motherfucking vice lord. Motherfucking vice lord. Oh, yeah, him? Boy, I'd have never guessed him, boy. I ain't seen that nigga in a minute. He is funny as hell. Well, niggas grew up with that nigga. Real. I'd have never guessed that nigga for real. I ain't even know that nigga was still doing comedy shows.
Yeah, he old than a motherfucker now. He really wasn't too funny for real.
Yeah, he just probably old as hell now. That nigga like old as fuck up there in that motherfucker. That.
It was good to see him though. You feel me? You know, he was
He
sick and
good.
shit.
Yeah, he good on TV shows though, for sure. I ain't never seen no stand up. I just seen him on like sitcoms and shit like that back in the day in the 90s and the early 2000s. What they post her for? I thought they was about to come out with a new God Award. Shit. Huh?
Yeah, I said the whole lineup was funny. Except motherfucking Mark Curry's ass for real.
Yeah, that nigga might as well should have went up there and told a speech. Goddamn shit. Get my book. Get my.
when two of my favorite things collide, and shoes, eventually I had to get my hands on these. This is the Air Max 95 Yu-Gi-Oh collab, or the Air Muscles. I've seen a few reviews on this shoe, but I can tell by every review, no ties to the show at all.
Yu-Gi-Oh collab, I seen them. Them motherfuckers went hard.
I heard somebody say Yu-Gi-Oh. What? This Joey Wheeler. That's
the Joey Wheeler Air Maxes.
The show was wearing Air Muscles. Another fun fact, main character of the show, Yugi, was wearing Zoom Flight 96s. Another collab you can do, Nike, wink wink, also made popular by Penny Hardaway, Jason Kidd. Three of my favorite things matched together: basketball, anime, and shoes. Somebody was also wearing some Air Max 96s at manga. Retro, just saying. Also,
they need to come out with the Air Jordan motherfucking 11 Vegetas, man.
He said the Air Jordan 11 Vegetas.
He
said they need to make the Air Jordan 13 motherfucking Piccolo's, man.
Real, one of the best J's right there, man. They need to make the motherfucking 11. I ain't gonna have it no other way, baby. Yeah, and they make the trunk, and they need the Air Jordan 5 trunks, man. Put them motherfuckers on one Vegeta, one trunks, man. Bruh. Nigga, my niggas don't deserve no basic ass shoes, nigga.
Wallace, Tayshawn, Rip, still there. Wallace, Tayshawn, Rip, still there. Big Boy was there. Rodney Stuckey, my dog Will Final, Charlie Biffle Labor. Our coach was John Gibson. My first year there. I got a sense. Y'all ain't really messing with them blankets. We as a team, vets, talked and was like, bro, we need something different. The team wanted him going after All-Star break. We come out of All-Star break, he's still the coach. Hey, boycott. Dude gotta go. We had a trip coming to Philly. Mind you, we've had talks today. So vets, young players, talking with us. Everybody's in. They I'm new to the team, so they doing it. I'm doing it. I'm part of the team. All right. I get a call. Hey, where you at? I'm in my room. Said, where everybody else at? Because now you start to think, like, why are you calling me? You're not calling me. Now I'm nervous. I said, only a few guys right now, just only the young guys. They on the bus? Nah, they already had shoot around. Ooh, my best. They hold tight. No, we get to the game, right? Q said, all the guys that was at shoot around, they were like 5 or 6 of them. They're all playing all the minutes tonight. He didn't play at all. 0 minutes. You know how hot we were at the young fellas, bro. It just taught you, man, y'all can all start on the same page. It's hot. Everybody's not going to be in that kitchen, man. So from that point on, when I realized we're not together,
Rewards for me, baby. We got the legendary daggers, legendary daggers. Get an upgrade them. Okay, cool.
Let me just say something about like the idea of Cleveland, because that's something that is out there. LeBron's only going to Cleveland if he's willing to play for the minimum.
Right.
Because the Cavs don't have cap space. They're going to be either in the second, eighth, or the first team. You're in either, you're not going to have a full mid-level exception. The idea that you could sign and trade for him, like let's say the Lakers say, all right, LeBron, if you want to go to Cleveland, we'll sign and trade you for Jared Allen. Lakers need a center. It's not the craziest concept ever. Cavs aren't allowed to do that trade. If you're in the first or second April, you can't receive a player inside of it.
Where they are right now, they'd have to make some subsequent moves to get out.
Correct. They'd have to really retrofit their team. Like I think
There's ways to do that in some form with LeBron that don't require massively heavy surgery.
right, but the concept of LeBron is that Cleveland is that you're going to play with Hard, Mitchell, and Mobley.
Right.
It only works if he's taken the minimum, which is $4 million to take him to 50.
Right. And that's where it comes back to, I think.
Maybe he will.
I don't have to explain what's understood, man. You know what I mean by that.
You cut off his head.
I know the truth. I have the facts. This is the only sport where you can kill a man and get paid for it at the same time. It's legal. So why not use my right to do so? You think your life has been like mine? No, I'm a black man with dark skin. Ain't nothing I'm gonna be doing. That's the problem. You think you get what you don't understand. I got it. You don't get it. Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Tell him to sue me so I can show the family early. When the documentary and everything start coming out, I'm gonna show everything.
You can't tell me nothing.
I don't have to explain what's understood, man. You know what I mean by that.
Time to cut off.
I like my bitch. Rap on. That's flat. I like my bitch.
What's up, fellas? Let's go.
And this is everything you need to know before watching the new show, Star Wars Maul, Shadow Lord. We will explain how Maul is still alive after being cut in half, and the real reason why Palpatine didn't.
Back in the minery.
There's a movie where a mom and her child physically melt together into one creature that nobody has heard of it. I've watched this movie 3 times to figure out what makes it so damn scary, and it shocks me that absolutely nobody is talking about it. Well, this is the story of The Color of Space. It came out in 2019, and basically nobody saw it, which is weird because it started.
Yeah, it should be. We already called it out. We actually put a going between Devin Haney and Shakur. We don't really care. Everybody was getting on Tank about he never asked for the big fights. If you look at Tank sit there and say the time is now.
Who do you think the harder fight between Shakur and Devin for Tank?
None of them.
He's just same whatever?
I wouldn't say hard. Shakur, he's the better boxer. He's that's why I always make this. He would make the fight boring, just to play.
Right. Yeah, I think you would too.
Dude, I would have put Youngin in that type of situation. You know what I'm saying? If it doesn't make sense. Because fans come to see what? Fight. Let's go look at Shakur last fight.
Yeah.
Everything was just it was 100.
I don't need nobody. So if he feels as though I need him, and if it's that kind of stuff, then it's like whatever. I'm not in need of that fight.
Gervonta Davis is a huge fight for Shakur Stevenson, and for people to act like the biggest fight in boxing is with somebody like Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia is absolutely ridiculous.
Shakur Stevenson. I keep telling people, Shakur Stevenson beats Tank.
You cannot
say that Shakur Stevenson would not have beaten Tank last Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he would have.
Tank Davis's trainer, Calvin Ford, makes it clear that Gervonta Davis's next fight should be against Shakur Stevenson. Ford insists Tank has already called for the matchup and questions whether Stevenson will accept the terms or price himself out of it.
Yeah, it should be. We already called it out. We actually flipped the coin between Devin Haney and Shakur. We don't really care. Everybody was getting on Tank about he never asked for the big fights. If you look at Tank sit there and say
beating Devin Haney for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Them guys, the only guys
he whooping his ass.
To take that fight, that they're going to price themselves, or they're going to take the fight. I'm old school. And if you really think I'm going to beat somebody, take the money and run with it. Let's fight. If you notice, when we fought for Floyd now, we took every fight they throw at us. You know what I'm saying? We did what they asked. That's what the company. That's what you do. I train my guys, and I tell my guys, you train, you fight, you get paid. We take care of the rest of everything else. You know what I'm saying? Look where it put us at. You know, we're at the top of our game right now.
Calvin Ford also praised Shakur Stevenson as a highly skilled boxer he has known since younger days, but questioned whether Stevenson has truly faced a real test yet. The toughest challenge of Shakur's career, while insisting the matchup would not be the hardest test for Davis and would reveal the difference in levels between them.
I ain't gonna lie, Coach. One of them got to be Shakur, because that's the one that's a 50-50 fight. I feel like that's the only one that's like, y'all, those are two God-level fighters.
Shakur is a master boxer. Yes. True indeed. I know the kid, he was raised up with us, but he's a kid to us. You understand what I'm saying? But he's going to get his just due.
Yeah.
He just has to focus on his just due. And again, have you seen Shakur really been tested yet?
No.
His bag, Charles Crawford said his biggest, hardest fight is who?
It's going to be Tank. I think so too. I told him that too.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Do I think Shakur is going to be Tank's hardest fight?
It's funny, they both say, when I say that to both, when I said that to Tank and the thing, he said, hell no. I said, and I said that to Shakur, I said, Tank, he said, no, hell no.
Both of them should feel that way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But when it really happened, we won't really see it.
Yeah.
It's just like when they talk about that situation.
Right.
You know, it's level.
On the other hand, Shakur Stevenson is frustrated with the constant fight rumors, taking a direct shot at Gervonta Davis in a recent interview and stating he doesn't need him.
Do you ever think we'll see you in Tank? Realistically.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I don't really like talking about him.
Yeah.
Cause like the way that he move is goofy to me. Like it's some weird I really don't like speaking on him, but like same thing that I said.
It ain't no fighting, but
same thing that I said with Tio. If anybody got issues with me or feel some type of way about me, you could come see me on Fight Night and resolve every issue that you got. Yeah. I stand by that with anybody.
Shakur Stevenson added that he might agree to fight with Gervonta Davis, but stressed that it only happens if Davis is willing to make it. He said that Davis would need to take the matchup seriously. At the same time, Stevenson made it clear that if someone refuses to fight him, there's no reason to wait. He'll just keep moving forward with his career.
Keep it in boxing.
That's boxing.
No, I'm just saying.
That's not boxing?
Yeah, no, you got to do what you got to do.
Right, like.
I just want to see. I want to know. I'm just asking.
Wow.
Realistically,
kill these niggas.
Will we ever see two in the ring? However way it get there, will we ever see that match?
I would love it.
Tank got to stand on straight and narrow too.
I would love it.
My son got to. He got to get on power.
I would love it, but at the end of the day, once again, if somebody says they never gonna fight me,
then you can't rely. Yeah, you gotta move on.
You
gotta move on.
Simple.
With talk of Shakur Stevenson potentially agreeing to the fight, attention quickly shifts to the return of Gervonta Davis. Rumors about Tank's comeback continue to grow, and Calvin Ford confirms that Davis is quietly preparing for his next move. Ford explains that plans for a major return are already being arranged behind the scenes. Calvin also notes that the time away allows Tank to reset after spending most of his life in boxing since childhood, and now Davis looks refreshed, motivated, and ready to come back with the right opponent for a big performance.
He ain't going to Tank is still here. And I guarantee you something going to happen. Everybody missed Tank's fight. You know, when he come back, it got to be the right fight because we want to entertain. Things happen for a reason to make a person much stronger. One of the guys that y'all truly love is not in the mix right now, but he will be back in the mix. Y'all got to remember Tank been doing this since he was 7 years old. Sometimes you need that reset. Him being away, you know, going through things that he's been going through, just crazy stuff, you know. He looks happy. He looks happy. I can't wait.
As talk about a possible opponent continued to build, Calvin Ford chose not to reveal too much. He admitted that he already had a particular name in mind for Gervonta Davis's return, but kept it to himself. Ford hinted that the matchup was likely already being worked on behind the scenes, and suggested the plans were unfolding quietly, even if fans hadn't noticed yet. He also made it clear that the comeback would be a smart, controlled move, rather than a risky one, aimed at bringing Tank back the right way while slowly building excitement for the fight.
Who in your eyes would be the opponent you would want to see in the ring?
I can't tell nobody that yet. You know what I'm saying? I already know who I would like for him to see just for a comeback. Person that I want to see him in the ring, that's the one we're going to fight. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can't say that. I think it's an easy fight. You know, everybody in tune with it. You know, it's being promoted. Right under y'all nose is being promoted. Y'all don't even see it.
Fannin, boxing analyst, stated that a matchup with Gervonta Davis would have been huge for Shakur Stevenson. He pointed to Tank's record, noting that several fighters Davis has beaten later went on to win world titles. He even used Ryan Garcia as an example, explaining that Garcia is still discussed as a possible opponent for Stevenson, despite having already lost to Davis. For Fannin, that history shows that Tank continues to be the biggest draw in the division.
Gervonta Davis is a huge fight for Shakur Stevenson, and for people to act like the biggest fight in boxing is with somebody like Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia is absolutely ridiculous. Now, why do we know that Gervonta Davis is such a big fight? Because Gervonta Davis has now beaten, I do believe, 5 or 6, I think it's 6 people that he beat went on to win world championships, including Ryan Garcia. People are saying Shakur Stevenson should fight next.
On a podcast with Joe Rogan, Shakur Stevenson also admitted that he'd welcome a fight with Gervonta Davis, calling it one of the biggest lightweight matchups. But he admitted he felt disrespected after Davis suggested on social media that Stevenson needed the fight. Stevenson rejected that notion, emphasizing that he's already successful and doesn't rely on any single opponent to advance his career.
It's the fight that I would think that would generate most amount of interest at 135 would be Tank. Now, I know Tank's got some legal issues now. I don't know what his status is currently. But in terms of big names, Tank is the big name at 35.
Yeah, I would love for it to happen, but the way that he went on like social media and kind of like bashed me in a way to where it's like he made it seem like I need to, and I just feel disrespected about it because at the end of the day, I'm a grown man. I make my own money. I'm living a spectacular life. I don't need nobody. So if he feels as though I need him and if it's that kind of stuff, then it's like, whatever. I'm not in need of it.
Greg Hockett also feels that Gervonta Davis should face Shakur Stevenson to preserve the integrity of boxing. He points out that their different styles make the fight a must-see for fans and the sport itself. Hockett describes it as odd, even corny, that Davis is avoiding Stevenson, though he recognizes there may be personal reasons behind it. Regardless, he stresses that he's eager to see the matchup happen.
Yeah, I don't get all that. That's, you know what I mean? That's against the game. Like, you know what I mean? You at least owe that fight for the game. You know what I mean? You owe the rematch to Lamont for the game. But you Shakur for the game just because of the two style matchups. You know what I mean? But if you feel like you don't got to fight him, guess what? We can't sit here and go crazy. But it is kind of crazy. It is kind of corny. You know what I'm saying? If he not going to fight Shakur. And if he's standing on it like, I'm not going to fight you, I'm not doing you the favor. All right. But then again, you know what? I don't know what them guys got going. I don't know what they've been through personally. You know what I'm saying? But would I love to see that fight? Hell yeah, I would love to see that fight.
On the other side, Fannin strongly defended Gervonta Davis's standing in boxing, calling him a special talent and firmly placing him among the sport's pound-for-pound elite. He argued that there has been a steady attempt to downplay Davis's reputation, particularly because of his promotional situation, with certain influential voices quick to amplify every negative headline. In Fannin's view, Davis isn't just facing criticism. He's being deliberately targeted by some who would prefer to see him pushed out of the spotlight.
This kid is an exceptional fighter. He's one of the top 10 pound-for-pound fighters in the world. And there has been a campaign to run this guy's name down because he's with the PBC, or he's not with Matchroom, or he's not with The Zone, or he's not with Ring. So these people who are the loudest talkers in all of boxing all conspire to, or collude, I should say, collude, not conspire, collude, to interpret every negative thing that happens about Gervonta in a way to eliminate him and want him out of boxing.
Meanwhile, Gervonta Davis's coach, Kenny Ellis, sparked controversy while talking about a possible fight with Shakur Stevenson. Ellis suggested that Stevenson was being protected from the matchup, claiming he was under the influence of Turki Al-Sheikh. He said the situation made it seem like Stevenson was in protective custody, keeping the fight from taking place.
Okay, so if he's successful tonight, Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis, they're the champions now at 135 pounds. How do you see those fights playing out? Can we make those fights happen with Tank?
They Turkey protected. If they can look out something, you know, anything's possible. But right now, they got protective custody, so we don't know what the future holds.
But Shakur was calling out Tank last week when he fought, and he said he wants to make this fight happen. But he knows he's the B side. He doesn't have the A side. He admits that Tank is the guy.
And then, so he can talk that, but Turkey won't let him do it.
How does that fight play out if they ever do sit up? Same day, early or later? Or?
Virgil Ortiz Jr. also shared his thoughts on a potential fight between Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis, calling it a genuine 50-50 matchup. He defended Stevenson's style, saying it consistently produces wins, and added that avoiding damage is just smart boxing. No fighter, including himself, likes taking unnecessary hits.
Shakur is the fight that moves that 135. That's one of the biggest fights, like 135.
That's hard, man. You know, Shakur, he's very technical. He's very defensive. And you know what? People shit on his defense, but why are you going to stand there and get hit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, no one likes to get hit. It doesn't matter if you can take it or not. The point of it is to hit and get hit. You know?
Yeah.
Gervonta, he's obviously he's Gervonta. I don't really have to explain why. It's just both styles I would like to see.
Yeah. Breaking down the matchup, Teddy Atlas used Gervonta Tank Davis as the only fighter capable of breaking through Shakur Stevenson's defense. He points to Stevenson's speed, movement, precision, and control of distance as what makes him so difficult to hit. Atlas believes Davis has the skill and ability to outthink Stevenson and come out on top.
Because Shakur Stevenson is that difficult. Because of his style, because of his ability, because of his eyes, because of his, his legs, his hand speed, the way that he controls range. Tank Davis is the only guy that I can see that could possibly decipher that style and beat Shakur Stevenson.
Furthermore, David Benavidez named Gervonta Davis versus Shakur Stevenson as the fight he's most eager to see, noting its huge appeal in boxing. He explained that if the bout happens, it would become one of the most anticipated and widely discussed fights, capturing the attention of both fans and analysts.
This weekend, I would love to see Shakur and Gervonta. I think Gervonta and anybody in that, any of the top guys at that weight class is a great fight. Gervonta, Shakur, Gervonta, Tio, Gervonta, Keyshawn. I mean, that 135 to 140 pound weight class is hot right now. You know what I mean? But that would be a great fight. I think probably that would be one of the fights that would be the most anticipated. If they can make happen, Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson. By no means it would be easy for either fighter. We just seen that Shakur Stevenson was able to shut a great fighter like Teofimo down and made him look silly. So that would be a great fight. And a big shout out to Shakur Stevens becoming a 4-time division champion. He's on legendary status. He's on his way to be a Hall of Famer too, and he's still very young.
Josh Podley also describes Shakur Stevenson versus Gervonta Davis as a must-see fight. He says the matchup will come down to whether Davis can connect with his power punches and if Stevenson can use his skill and precision to avoid them. Podley highlights Stevenson's success across multiple divisions and notes that Davis will need to carefully plan his combinations, especially since both fighters are southpaws. He stresses it's a highly anticipated fight that should happen soon.
It's always going to be that split. If Tank can land the power on him, then obviously he's out. Shakur can deal with the power. You can see how good Shakur's boxing ability is, and obviously he's proven time and time again three-weight world champion. If he's on point and stays boxing, it happens to get through the fight and obviously become victorious. It's a fight that needs to happen, in my opinion. The two most talked about fighters in lightweight division, so I hope it happens.
How would you advise Tank to land that big shot on Shakur?
come in with bunches of punches, obviously, and set things up beforehand. And like I say, it's a bit of a different situation because the two southpaws fighting each other. But I'm sure Tank will be able to figure it out. And like I say, it's an intriguing matchup that I believe that needs to happen very soon.
Meanwhile, Roy Jones Jr. believes Shakur Stevenson's calmness and focus give him an edge over Gervonta Davis. He points out that Stevenson stays disciplined during critical moments, while Davis can sometimes lose consistency or be influenced by outside factors. Still, Jones emphasizes that when Davis is fully focused and motivated, his skill and unique abilities make him a dangerous opponent for anyone.
I think Shakur definitely showed that he's going to be on that list very soon. Sure that he has all the tactics. Stay cool under pressure. He was out there, took off. That's what great fighters do. You gotta give me the problems. Guys out to beat Jeff Mo too, but taking the fight. At that time, it was a real problem. That was a high risk for TMO.
On the contrary, Mike Tyson points to Gervonta Davis's aggression and power as major factors in a potential fight with Shakur Stevenson. While recognizing Stevenson's skill and technical precision, Tyson believes Davis's strength and intensity could push him to perform at his absolute best.
Mike, who would win out of Shakur and Gervonta?
Gervonta Davis?
Yeah.
I like to go with Tank. You know, everyone's going to go with Tank. You know, it would be a very interesting fight. Shakur takes a good shot, though. He's a specialist. That's why some fights that he doesn't look good in, because he's so superior. He's boring watching sometimes. He's a specialist. He knows what he's doing. It's hard to beat. To bring out the best in Shakur, you have pressure. To bring out the best of him. Let's say great fight.
Coach Mustafa, who recently spent time working with Gervonta Davis in training, gave strong praise for Shakur Stevenson. Mustafa believes that shots against him on his weight, his elite skills and technical ability give him the tools to beat anyone.
I think that yeah. You know what I'm saying? I know the black backlash and everybody talking about all that
the universe itself.
The attitude level, but if in the ring performances, it don't matter Stevenson. I don't care what they say. He can fight. He can fight really good. He never now with knockouts.
We see where the planets
They called TowerBorne for years. They called floorboard. So floor had to become almost like animated outside the ring to put this flamboyant mantra up because he was
Now here he says that all the episodes
Shakur is, in my opinion,
that's actually what I studied, have been shown to be drifting away from their stars at half an inch per year. A categorical lie.
If he had
same size. That is absolutely not true. There has never been a single exoskeleton.
However, Canelo Alvarez expects a complete matchup between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson. He notes Stevenson's speed and evasive skills make him tough to beat, while praising Davis for his power and relentless pressure. In the end, Canelo leans towards Davis as the likely winner.
Shakur Stevenson is a good fighter. He moves a lot. It's very difficult to get hit. To hit him, Gervonta Davis. He's a really good fighter. He hits hard, and he knows how to go. I put my money on Gervonta.
Adding to the discussion, Clarissa Shields considers Shakur Stevenson the best fighter in his division, placing him above Gervonta Davis and other top names. She points to Stevenson's technical ability, steady performance, and control in fights across different weight classes. While she recognizes Davis's power and explosiveness, Shields believes Stevenson consistently takes on tougher opponents and displays a more complete mastery in the ring.
And why the moon seems to be
to me, he's better than Tank, he's better than Devin, he's better than
Ryan. He better tip me when it comes to the weight classes. Shakur to me is the best. He's me. Tell him you never seen to them casuals.
A lot of times
Mixed up. And you think Shakur knows something to you. You sound stupid. Go glove up first. I seen that boy do some miraculous things inside of the gym. Beat guys up from his weight. We ever seen 178?
You know the big one, Shakur and Tank. That's the one that.
You ever seen that bitch?
Boy, he mad at me, boy, and they'll leave us.
You gonna go crazy?
Ever seen
Yeah, we gonna
You think that's 50-50?
I'm not gonna ever dismiss a fighter. I think that Tank got some great skills and got some hard punches. Like he's so explosive and so intricate. Shakur has to me face hard challenges than Tank.
That's all we have from today's video, and hopefully you have enjoyed it. Share your thoughts about this potential fight in the comments. Make sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video and subscribe for more action-packed content.
Ultimately, we come to move off to visit right at the equator. Where do we discharge it? In our equator. So it shits me. What I will say, as we read the images of baby stars that have planets forming, here you can see this is called PDS 70, and this right here is actually PDS 70. So the stars in the middle. Got this big ring around the outside, some Jupiter mass planets carved out or ring. And here, PDS 70 also has its own little moon. Where moons this is larger in a disk around the planet itself. Not from the big sonic things, from the Great Red Spot. From a bunch of swirling hydrogen and helium, it makes no sense. That's not how moons are formed. Like, we have pictures.
What do you think a black hole is? It doesn't exist. There aren't black holes. There's no spot where where energy goes in and never comes back out. There's no place in the universe where information is toxic.
This video is already getting the last thing. You can see that there's like a microcosm of this entire right here. What do you think a black hole is? Because Joe, he knows, he's talked to astrophysicists, he has astronomers on his podcast all the time. He's theoretical experiment. Gravitation.
Airborne journals. I do a lot of that.
Gravitational lensing due to a black hole on starlight behind it. We have taken pictures of black holes. We have mapped the magnetic fields of black holes. You have to throw away mountains and mountains and mountains of independent evidence. You just have to wipe the slate clean and say, oh, they don't exist. And that's all you can really say. It's about the evidence. Black holes came up because Terrence Howard says that gravity or that gravity doesn't exist. And of course, a black hole is basically the most extreme expression of gravity. And so if you disprove gravity, you have to some way explain away. I don't have anything against Terrence Howard. I don't know. Nothing against him at all. But strictly from what he's saying about astronomy, astrophysics, it sort of feels like he's just saying the things that feel like they're right to him. But there is no evidence. There is no rebuttal. I'm a scientist. I love studying the universe. I don't care if it's squirt out of the butt of a star. Like, I don't care what actually happens. I just find it interesting to figure out what is the thing that's actually happening. At the end of the day, for me, the day sitting down this video. I don't know what else to say. By now, you have probably seen or heard clips from the Terrence Howard interview on Joe Rogan podcast. He's saying things that interested you, intrigued you, confused you, maybe even get to the bottom of some of these ideas. And Dr. Russell talked about the fact that the sun gave birth to the people that it didn't test or something. Here he's talking about and while we don't have the process down to all of the different information models basically start with a star that is cracking in the center, and it has this accretion. In that accretion disk, planets form. So you can see these are all actual images. And you can see that this rings, right? And it's not the rings that are important, it's the gaps. And our planet formation talk about planets forming in those gaps. The gap is the planet orbiting around the star and eating up material. So that's gas that's going to be eaten up.
And then got the feed.